praise is due to the Most High. We talking boxing talk. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sometimes like in boxing life, knock you down. Get up on both feet, we never accept defeat. Remove the chains off your mind and take your time. The truth teller's always on the front line. You COINTELPRO boxer fans, you're dead wrong. Spitting division and hate all day long. But I rebuke you spineless devils in the name of Jesus. And y'all know we really don't give a damn about your wicked motives, always trying to split the fam. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sunday afternoon, I need to unwind. I grab a cup of tea and play my sister Sugar Free. Mom, her knowledge, she will set you free. But don't get it twisted, ain't nothing sweet. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. My brother Drew Titan early in the AM, always speaking facts about the code. All the truth tellers, yeah, they real bold. The General 78, yeah, he real cold. Need some boxing history, shout out to Stormy B. Queen Shawala, always on the scene. And gotta give a shout out to our champ side. Getting us real facts, always down to ride. Now through one of these truth tellers, you found me. Now let's talk boxing with Coach B. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Shout out to my brothers Freedom March, Patrice X, who helped me put this whole thing together, and my sister, the great honorable Dr. Cameron Fields, helping us get our minds right. Mind, body, and soul.
Backpack raps with gats in it, don't get your cap peeled by the black menace. Ha ha ha. Primo. Check. I like to call myself the god of rap, but really I just gotta rap. This a Dior doobie on the head of your cutie moon signs when you call her back. Do not disturb, we looking for the smoke, not who got the herb. I'm top dog, you a copycat. I'ma get this beat a heart attack. Arrest your cardiac, I'ma need your pads back, hall monitors. My movement is still intelligent. Your movement is still irrelevant. Blacking out till I'm out of melanin, meaning it never ends. You a pharmacist out of medicine. I'm holding weight like a skeleton. I'm holding weight, you just a skeleton. Yeah. I put my life in these sentences, bring the felons in. My cutty up in the coop, flipping chickens, turning one up into two. That's a mockingbird. They wanna lock him in the cell again for the product that he's selling them. My movement is still intelligent. Your movement is still irrelevant.
Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it is always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. Come on in, press that like button, subscribe and share. The Truth Teller is live. The coach of the Truth Tellers is live.
Look, all I know to do is aim high, hold my hood up like a gang sign. Del Lamo to the death of me. Shit, I'm already a legend if I ever leave. So you can't get rid of me. My lyrics don't live in memory. Destination is destiny. Every record's a felony. The law.
Come on in, press that like button, like, subscribe, share, send out the algorithm. Let the people know that we are live.
Lights on, light on, you know what I'm saying? So soulful, don't you agree? I do. Yeah. Is it a room full of mirrors or a room full of Motown? I don't know. Shout out to Zordon. If you know, you know. Yo. Hey. Man.
The criteria for this tear is just the open pride. hoping cries, but so can I drop the unprovoking crimes. Pray to the heaven God with no disguise. We roll the dice and hope the soul will tie.
Reap the fruit with no bow tie. Sensitive Pisces, still thuggin', baby. Ain't afraid to cry. Skinny Biggie, lenses tinted, ain't got no lazy eye. Heart of gold, almost sold it in Saudi Arabia. Quill told me the clouds ain't real. God gotta paint the sky. So I'm a student of Sophia Stewart. The Matrix ain't a lie.
Tainted gods fall from the sky. Tie an inception. When you wake inside this dream, you a weapon. Step in the cipher, know the beef real. Your life at stake, ages with each meal.
Real estate of mind, you need equity? Let the beat build. Poison in my cup, I need the refill. I feel it in my gut, you niggas meek still. I inherit the earth. Like 3 wise men pulled up to cherish my birth. They placed me in the manger, wasn't that major at first. But what a mess I leave, I'm the savior.
At work,
I ain't saying I'm Jesus.
got the job of the Messiah. Ty and Job, we block all devils. Get y'all shovels. Can you dig it?
We gon' riot if y'all pick it.
Sign of danger, or we anger from our past. Can't get past that. We the last batch in the calls installed. We got black facts.
Grow a spinal cord or backtrack. The homies call me Batman, I'm the African Ben Affleck. Publishing some other shit like it's something up with ASCAP. It's training day, don't get your ass capped. Givenchy snapback with the rhinestones, you ain't never had that. Was that Saks Fifth with dough? That's a double entendre. Everything I say is dope. Is this a microphone or contra? Bands in my pocket.
See what they told Malcolm X to do with his hands?
That shit was out of pocket.
Picked up shotguns that came in handy. Wasn't no plan B. Kid gone, who could fuck with them? Knew them shots would muzzle them.
Knew the blocks would puzzle them.
Lego stupid because of them.
Shells falling like Nephilim.
Gilgamesh, who could fuck with them?
Sheesh. Good evening, good evening. My first comrade in the building. Salute to the honorable brother Dale Rib is in the doggone building.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
My brother says salute, coach, and salute to you as well, brother. Next in the chat, we have my brother Kid Kudo with a big salute, coach. Salute to our good brother Kid Kudo is in the building.
Never. You ain't never had a friend like me. Believe that. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. See, at night I watch the sky. I take another breath. I smoke my new boy to the butt like it's the last motherfucker left. Just me and you evading enemies.
Salute to my good brother Trey Titan is in the building.
Joel Santana, there's no turning back from here. Nope. Let's go. I am sicker than sick with it, don't listen, just picture it how vivid this picture is. Me, gifted and living this, yo. Give me.
Oh, shout out to my brother, the honorable Patrice X is in the building. Another truth teller to a truth teller. It's good to see you, brother.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that.
And that's something. Salute to the honorable Sensei is in the building. Shout out to the honorable Sensei has entered the chat. Peace to the family. Salute to my brother. I still got people coming in. Shout out to my brother Trill Will is in the building. Y'all know how we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Fool. You know how we do it. West side. Coming from the west.
So as we begin StreamYard, let me get some of that good background music. It's good to see the family in the chat. Felt like I haven't talked to you all in a while. But even when you don't hear my voice, just know that Coach is working in this boxing game, trying to prepare the next generation to be great. And speaking of the next generation, before we get into this cooking on Brian Norman Jr., many of you are down in spirits because of the debauchery, because of the immoral behavior, because of the cowardice, because of the ducking, because of the head-to-toe sleepovers that we are witnessing in the sport of boxing. It can almost put you down. Salute. I got to do this, y'all. I'm sorry. Salute to the queen. Brown Sugar Tay-Tay. We cannot ignore our sister anytime she comes in. So StreamYard, hold what you got. We got to do this right. Salute to our sister, Queen Tay-Tay.
Brown sugar, babe. I guess high up your love, I don't know how to behave.
Now, family, I know that many of you have been down in spirits and you think that it is over. But I come to you with good news. That young man that you see on the screen represents that next generation of great fighters that you can look forward to seeing, who are not compromised, who has a good head on their shoulders, who knows how to battle the hardships of being a man. I'm speaking of no other than Chad Candyman Pitts. He is an international. I repeat, he is an international and national collegiate champion. Let's see if we can pull up some footage of the young brother Candyman Pitts. And what I want to do before we get this live started, before we get into the meat and potatoes of what you all want to see, I want to give you all the information of three fighters that I want you all to start following. Three collegiate champions who go to HBCUs, who are down here in the South doing huge things, but they are not getting the coverage that they should. And we are going to make sure that today on this platform, on the way to us getting monetized, we are going to start bringing a light to these young brothers. All right. So first, I want to talk about Candyman Chad Pitts. Hold tight, family. Let's share the screen with all the good people before we talk about that old Richardson Hitchens. I haven't seen this type of ducking in the history of boxing, but we gonna hold off on that. We're going to hold off on that. And we're going to give some of these young brothers some light for a second. All right. Remember the name, Chad Candyman Pitts. He is going pro next month. And we're just going to show a quick short of him at the Tulsa Nationals last year in 2025. This is someone I want the family to follow. If you're not following, every single comrade that watches this video, you all need to follow this young brother. I'm going to show a little short of him. This is for learning purposes.
Niggas can't roll with the family. I got to be right for Manny, Louis, Virgil, Glock, and the Fanny. I just been sipping that drink. I'm rolling some shit in this thing. BBS diamonds, they wear like a tank. Lil' bro caught a body, he ranked. I went the chrome hearts straight to the bank. Niggas keep talking about drip. I split the stack on socks out Miami. I went straight out of Kiff. We leaving one eye like Slick. I mixed the Louis with Rick. This bitch is feeling the drip. I smoke it runts and I'm coughing. I just fucked on my plug daughter. I had a lick. They ain't see me, I went straight out to Georgia. Pull up for the 3 auto porter. This Glock hit hard, George Foreman. We got them hits like the Backstreet Boys. Nigga pull up, then we clapping the torch. I'm in the track turning 1 to a 4. Nick Cannon, we got them sticks like a band. They sign a check, then I get the advance. I'm in the track selling white Lausanne. This bitch keep talking, she toxic. It's too much guap in my pockets. We send him.
Listen to me, family. This young brother right here, Chad Candyman Pitts, remember the name. This young brother, I know for a fact, knows his history. I know for a fact he knows the lineage of boxers that came before him. I know for a fact that one of his greatest inspirations is Sweet Pea Whitaker. Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. I know for a fact that he is putting in the work and he is surrounded. I'm happy to say he is surrounded by stand-up truth tellers. So if you all do not know this name, if you all do not know the name Chad Candyman Pitts, get acquainted. You say you're sick of Keyshawn and this crap. You're sick of Shakur and this crap and how he's moving. You're sick of the likes of Hitchens. Well, here I am with the good news. That is why I am coach of the truth tellers. I want you all, if you have an Instagram, I want you all to first make sure that you are following Morehouse Boxing Club. Morehouse Boxing Club on Instagram has a long list of great fighters who are national champions, who are all looking at either competing again in the nationals next month or they're looking at going pro. But these names specifically I want you all to follow, who I know are going to shake up boxing. First of all, Chad Pitts, he is on this page. All right, I see Manny on here, but let me pull up Chad first. Okay, this right here is Chad Pitts. Chad Candyman Pitts. And of course, Manny Sifu, who will also, a great young man, who will also be shaking up the sport of boxing as well. And all of these gentlemen, their Instagrams are on this page. They don't have Chad's on here, but if you just go to Instagram, you put in Chad Candyman Pitts, his page will pop up. Also, I got to give a shout out to Manny Seafood. You all see all those national titles. That's a bad young brother. Here's another one. His email is here. At ESEIFUU. Make sure you are following him. He was nominated for Morehouse College Student Athlete of the Year. When I tell y'all these young brothers can fight, as you can see right here, you got myself, you got Coach Nate, former pro fighter Nathan Weston, and the owner of Hit Fitness and Boxing Gym, our good brother Wade. You all need to be following Chad Pitts and Manny Seafood if you want to. I'm telling you, when you all hear us talk about these stories of these fighters and catching them when they were in the amateurs, coach of the truth tellers, Coach Hudson is giving you all. I'm giving you all everything right now because these are brothers that you are going to hear of. These are some bad dudes, but because they're coming out of the South, they're not getting the exposure that they should because they are not Olympic gold medalists, but they're taking a different route. Chad Pitts is another brother that has his father on his side. Manny has plenty of us. Legendary coaches, good honorable men, good stock around them. And I cannot forget, before we move on to what I know you all came to hear. I can't forget my young brother, national champion, Caleb Hudson. Caleb Hudson is another young brother who is a national champion, part of the Morehouse boxing team, Morehouse Boxing Club, who will be fighting again in the Nationals this year. Another young brother that knows his history. Another young brother who is seeking to be great and knows what is on the line. These are the brothers that deserve our support, and I'm going to help them in any way I can. Salute to the beautiful Dr. Cameron Fields. Make sure you all go on over there and follow Convos with Cam to get some healing for your mind. Now, let's get on to Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. calling out Keyshawn, calling out Devin again, calling out T.O., making it plain. They called Brian Norman Jr. the assassin. But let's get right into it. Oh, Hitchens.
Goofy ass boxing. Brian Norman Sr., whatever. If I'm the biggest bitch in boxing, have your son come show me I'm the biggest bitch in boxing. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, homie. If me and your son get in that ring, bro, I will hurt your son. I'm not no Devin Haney.
I'm gonna tell you something, homie. Hey, gang.
I'm not no Devin Haney. Brian Norman is trash.
I'm not no Devin Haney.
And I came to your gym in ATL and dealt with him. After sparring Bud, after sparring Tiger, and dealt with your son, bro. Everybody in ATL done seen that.
Everybody in ATL done seen that.
Ain't gonna happen in front of the world. I will spank that What's wrong with you bum ass coach?
Brothers and sisters, unfortunately, we are here again. Do you all remember not too long ago, Hitchens was standing in the middle of the ring saying F the Haneys and putting on this show, and when we told you all that he really didn't want that smoke, many of the naysayers in the sport of boxing said that we were just Devin Haney meat riders. Come to find out, it was true that Hitchens was just chasing clout. Now this time, as tough as he is talking, gang this and homie this, I just felt that maybe he was serious this time. I said to myself, Self, we're about to get a fight between Brian Norman Jr. and the Richardson Hitchens. This is what I thought. Brian Norman Jr. Let me talk about this brother for a second. Brian Norman Jr. is like a quiet storm. Salute my brother Felix Nunez, my brother Hen Dog, and Joseph Townsend. Brian Norman Jr. is like a quiet storm that is going to rip through the head-to-toe city. Have you all ever seen a storm destroy, just floor everything in a small town? Well, there is a town called Head to Toe. And this Head to Toe city has Hitchens in it, has Keyshawn in it, has Shakur in it, and Brian Norman Jr. is not coming to play around. Oh man, this city is about to be floored. Did not tell you all that all of these brothers trying to tag team boxing were eventually going to all turn on each other? You all please remind me when we go back to that. Now, Brian Norman Jr. responds, and for those of you that are maybe not from the South, And you might not know what this means. But when Brian Norman Jr. responds and says, let's run it, then F Ninja, this is one of the most straightforward man-to-man call-outs that a Southern gentleman from Georgia can say to you. Anytime somebody says, well, let's run it then, F Ninja, not only is he saying let's fight, he's also calling you a pussy at the same time. Now, I just knew after Brian Norman Jr. responded like this that a fight had to happen. A fight has to happen. Not even 24 hours later, Hitchens, in his Hitchens fashion, says, you know, man, the big ups, the big wigs, they don't want that fight. I'm too big for you. He starts backpedaling on all that tough talk. See, here is the problem. The boxing public and the boxing fans would not try to hold you brothers to the way we hold you if you all didn't talk the way you talk. It's a bunch of them, family. They get on here talking like there's some these killers in the street. I got news for you brothers. Brian Norman Jr., he wants that smoke with all of you. He is the only man that was willing to step right in there with Devin, no excuses, and make the fight happen. Hitchens, brother, you should just be quiet. Not only that, I have to make it plain. I'm sick of you all allowing these brothers to sit in front of these cameras and you all do not push against them in what they say. What you talking about, coach? Well, Hitchens does an interview today and he starts talking about, Shakur and Floyd and I don't think Floyd is good for fighters' businesses and this and that. And I'm like, wait a second. Negro, wasn't y'all all just sitting together in Atlanta? Not only that, Keyshawn does an interview and he starts the tough talk as well. Why weren't any of you all taking advantage of your trip in Atlanta when you all were surrounded by all of these people who you now have this smoke for? Family, there is a storm coming. There is a storm. Will Sinclair was there. I was there at the Clarissa Shields fight. Hitchens, Floyd, Shakur, Keyshawn, family. They were all sitting together. So we already know that y'all aren't going to fight each other, because men who are really going to fight each other in the near future aren't sitting side by side. You don't see David Benavidez all hugged up with Opataya. You don't see Ryan Garcia sitting up there with Conor Benn. Not unless they have to, right? I got some news for you. Now some of you Tank fans, you Tank diehards, you Keyshawn diehards, you Shakur diehards, now that it seems that the storm is over and they are being allowed to duck after the tough talk, now they're back outside. Now they're back outside making a whole lot of noise. But this is why I started the live showing you all fresh fighters coming into the game. Because this is the only way we're going to get boxing, especially representing us as Black Americans. My brother Patrice X says, Coach about to start getting these interviews on this channel soon, and it's going to set these YouTube streets on fire. Speak it into existence. You know what's coming, brother. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Now, some of you might say, well, Coach, how you know this? How you know that? Because I'm in the field, fool. That's why. Ain't no way I can talk this truth the way I talk it and stay in the house all the time. I had to step outside. And the way the Most High has set my divine path, I'm around all of these people. Right when we thought, man, it's over with. We just got a bunch of cowards, a bunch of sassy ass dudes who just want to hug on each other and assimilate close to greatness. This is why you all are going to fail, and these other gentlemen are going to survive. Do you all think that it's by coincidence? I just want to ask a question. Do you all think it's by coincidence that just somehow, some way, all of our people are ending up in Atlanta at the same time? Devin the Dream Haney tries to make a fight in Atlanta. Clarissa Shields makes a fight in Atlanta. Brian Norman Jr. is in Atlanta. There's something going on in the atmosphere. There's something going on in the atmosphere. Floyd shows up in Atlanta. Our sister says, to be honest, I'm sick of Whack the Squad and their antics. They are wasting our time. Don't you fret, sister. Don't you fret, because the way things are looking on their left and their right, the walls are closing in. Good people, have you all taken a look at that the welterweight rankings? When I tell you the walls are closing in, the walls are closing in. So now we have Teofimo Lopez trying to chase the weakest link again. Tio says, well, if Ryan Garcia beats Conor Ben, I want Ryan. Now I'm going to tell you all what they're about to try to do. They are about to try to blackball Devin and Norman Jr. Here's the problem with that. And this is why the walls are closing in. You can't all duck 1 and 2. Y'all can't all duck number 1 and 2, family. Somebody got to fight Dev, and somebody got to fight Brian Norman. All of these wolf tickets that you all have been selling. Didn't I tell you that the walls were going to close in on this whole crew, and they were all eventually going to turn on each other? See, Hitchens is the worst of what I call a click-to-click hopper. I mean, he is the worst. 1 minute, he's over there dancing with Adrian Bronner and Tank. Then the next minute, he's over there dancing with Shakur. And I'm so happy that Brian Norman Jr. called it out. Brian Norman Jr. made it plain and said this. Brian Norman said, you know, it's strange because a lot of them dudes didn't come up together. They found each other after the amateurs and clicked up. Isn't it strange? Let me tell you something about that Brian Norman Jr. A lot of you in the sport of boxing, you wish your favorite fighter was like Brian Norman Jr. They asked Brian Norman Jr., who would you want to fight? Who would you want to be a friend to? And who would you want to spar? Some crap like that. Brian Norman Jr. says, I cannot answer your question the way you would like for me to answer it, because ain't no friends in this. I want to fight them all. Who else answered that question like that Abdullah Mason. Abdullah said, I'm not in here to be friends. Let me explain to you all what is happening and how you all are being attacked and you don't even see it. A few lives ago, I talked to you all about the illusion of inclusion. All of a sudden, we see Ellie Setback. All of a sudden, we see all of these mainstream media guys trying to play these mediators of this friend-on-friend tag team boxing. You know why? They know that if all of you act scared to fight each other, if all of you click up, you all are no threat to who they're trying to make the superstars of boxing. It's not going to happen on Brian Norman Jr.'s watch. It is not going to happen on Abdullah Mason's watch. While you all are sitting around and trying to skip over Brian Norman Jr. and try to skip over Devin Haney and try to make fights with Stanionis and Jack Catterall and Liam Paro. David Benavidez is trying to make a super fight happen. Navarrete is trying to make a super fight happen. Moratala is trying to make a super fight happen. I beg your pardon, you all are going to behave like this when you stand on the lineage of people like Muhammad Ali or people like Marvin Hagler? Shakur Stevenson shows all of his teeth smiling in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. We have to stop this. We have to stop this assimilation or closeness that you all feel, because you all should be ashamed to shake Floyd's hand. The way you brothers have all showed your teeth at the Clarissa Shields fight, so happy and surrounding Floyd, like you all have been properly holding your post down now that he is out of the sport. You all should have your heads down when you all are in the presence of Floyd, when you all are in the presence of Roy Jones, when you all are in the presence of the greats that are still living like Evander Holyfield. How dare you all walk with your heads held high, and you all are helping those who are the enemies to us all in the sport of boxing, helping them blackball Devin Haney. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We're supposed to be sharpening each other's steel so that we all can put our best against the other tribe's best when it comes see fit. But you got the other tribes jumping in there with Andy Cruz. Is that right? You got the other tribes jumping in there with Jerron Boots Ennis. Is that right? You got the other tribes trying to run down all the great Eastern European, like David Benavidez is trying to. Anybody that wants smoke, I got to get on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, hen dog. Boxing is boxing. And let me tell you, brother, something. We support our own first, of course. But if you brothers think that we are going to support your cowardice, if you think we're going to support your blackballing of your own people, you got another thing coming. And if anybody feels differently or want to speak on it, there you go. What kind of men are we? But I love the fact that Brian Norman Jr. is not coming to play friend. He's not coming to play buddy. Every time Brian Norman Jr. starts speaking, what do these guys do? Well, I came down to Atlanta and sparred you. I was in Texas and sparred you. That was sparring. Brian Norman Jr. wants to put y'all to sleep. Brian Norman Jr. wants to put you to sleep. And the kind of warrior he is, he says, hey man, I want to run it with Devin again. If all these other dudes are going to duck. And that's what we need in boxing. Not this friendly crap that you all are on. What's disgusting is we keep giving these dudes passes. We keep giving them passes, and then we allow them to talk tough again. We allow them to talk tough again. And I'm not going to lie. I have a prediction. I believe that under Ronnie Shields, Brian Norman Jr. is going to be like a more terrifying Errol Spence. I believe he's going to break men. I believe he's going to break men. Break them down. Let our brothers be great, family. There was something our sister, Sugar Free Mars, said the other day when she was cooking. And I said, damn it, she did it again. She turned on a light bulb. And y'all know there is no sleep paralysis demon on my third eye, as my brother Patrice X would say. But there was a light bulb that turned on when Sugar Free Mars said this. Now, I can't break it down as eloquently she did, but she said something along the lines of, there is an effort by somebody or some people to slow down the trajectory of the great black fighters who seem to be taken off, and there has almost been a complete halt to Devin the Dream Haney after his fight with Brian Norman Jr. There has been almost a complete halt, an allowed halt on these great fighters who you all said were done. At the same time, they're pushing fighters like Ryan Garcia like there's no tomorrow. They're pushing fighters like Teofimo Lopez like there's no tomorrow. But Dev can't get a fight. Teo can't get a fight. Excuse me, Dev can't get a fight, but Teo gets a shot. We're talking about two men who have gone on racist rants, been drug cheats, have lost. They keep getting title shots. They keep getting opportunities again and again. Now, these puppet masters who are doing this and making it happen in the sport, they're looking at every single one of you brothers like Hitchens, like Keyshawn and Shakur, and they love the fact that you all are moving how you're moving. That's right, Patrice X. Thank you, my brother. They pushing Rolly Romero like we ain't seen him get whooped multiple times. Now, family, you tell me if I'm wrong, but coming up, usually when you lost, it was hell getting back up to the top. But right now, it seems like it's more hell for our fighters who do something great. Especially if you're not with Top Rank. It seems like if you don't have the backing of Bob Arum, it seems that if you don't have the backing of certain people, they're like, hey, it's all right if Dev don't fight. Let's try. I'm gonna tell you what they're trying to do, fam. They are trying to catch the top fighters slipping, and they plan on stepping on the rest of these guys. What you all don't understand, for those of you, let's go back. Let's go back for a second, family. I want to talk to the Tank diehards first. Tank diehards, you set the foundation for this. All this crap that's happening, You set the foundation for it. Come on, coach, what you talking about? Come on, coach, give us a break. We ain't got nothing to do with this. Oh, yes, you do. See, about 2 years ago, we said that if we allow you all to make these excuses for one fighter, all these fighters are going to start making these excuses. All these fighters. When, salute my brother Snoopy Mac and my good brother Minor Mansa Musa LLC is in the building. Let's talk about it, family. We had debate after debate after debate, and now many of you are quiet. Now let me say this. I can't stand a man who makes a foul play, who makes a flag on the play again and again, and then when we call you out for it, now you want to play victim. Now you can call Tank's #1 fan, Mag 7. You can call him what you want to, but he had enough testicular fortitude to face me on my channel and have a discussion about what I call the truth in the sport of boxing. Now, all of you Tank diehards that called in, that we used to hear on 78 Sports TV, that we used to hear on Drew Titan, who would talk about pulling up on people, who would talk about and call people all kinds of names. Now that Tank did try to fight Jake Paul like we told you he would, and y'all said that wasn't going to happen. After after Tank wouldn't give Lamont Roach the rematch, after we told you all that would happen and promised that they would run it back. Chat, has Tank and Lamont Roach fought yet? Then the brother goes on the run. You brothers and sisters who defended all of this, you have no shame. You have no shame in how you move. That was the foundation. That was the foundation. We used to be a people who would come together and say, what they're doing with Canelo is wrong. This franchise champion BS is wrong. We used to, no matter who your favorite fighter was in the sport of boxing, we used to be able to come together as a unified front and say, nope, that is wrong. But something strange happened. Something strange happened that we have never seen before. Maybe not since the Pac-Tars with Manny Pacquiao. A strange element in this Tank Davis fan base came into the sport of boxing, and it started becoming more of a infatuation of the fighter as a man, where he couldn't do any wrong. And now we have man fans who are infatuated with Keyshawn Davis, Shakur, or they have a bloodthirst of jealousy for Devin Haney that is so deep that they will make excuses for every single fighter. They will jump from click to click like a little whore in heat just to defend the actions that you know isn't right and does not represent the sport of boxing. Have you ever seen a whore in heat? She might be in heat for physical touch. She might be in heat for attention. Now these brothers are upset and jealous of each other because now they're mad because Floyd is back around and he's in the ring with Shakur. How disgusting. Who do you all think they're really in the ring getting ready for? Who do you all think Shakur and Floyd is in there really talking about? Come on, fam. It ain't hard. Tag team boxing. Now, Brian Norman Jr. was in Atlanta with Floyd, and Brian Norman Jr. lost to Dev. Do you see Brian Norman Jr. going over there trying to kiss the ring of Floyd Mayweather? Do you see Brian Norman? No, Brian Norman Jr. was there, but he sat back in the cut like the assassin he is and held his peace. That's right, Patrice X. Floyd don't come around unless someone going against Dev. Floyd wasn't in Atlanta for no reason. Floyd ain't sitting up there in the spotlight with Shakur again for no reason. Damn it. Floyd need to get his money back. And I don't count pockets, but Floyd Money Mayweather ain't popping up because he feels there's an allegiance to the black boxing community. Come on, fam. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But we condone this crap now. We condone it. Don't y'all sit up here and tell me that it ain't strange that before the Clarissa Shields fight, it's a constant back and forth with Bill Haney and Shakur. After the Clarissa fight, boom, Floyd right there with Shakur. Come on, y'all. F out of here with this shit, man. But like I showed you in the beginning of this live, we got some young guns coming to the sport. They got the walls closing in at the top and behind them. My brother Hassan says Floyd's hate for the Haneys needs to be studied. As soon as I seen Floyd, I said, let's see what this is about. I said, let's see what this is about. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, man, it's cool. Floyd out here supporting Clarissa. Nah, they had nothing to do with it. Floyd came to put his forks in somebody. Snoopy Max says Shakur can train all he wants with, I think he meant to put Floyd. Shakur doesn't have the heart to fight Devin. Shakur is a coward and will still lose to Devin. But see, family, let me break this down some more. That whole little crew, they want to get close to Floyd to make themselves seem greater than what they are. You see, if I'm running around here with Floyd, I can say, well, this is who I'm like. This is the playbook. They want to run around with Floyd. They want to run around with Bud. They want to be close to Andre Ward. They want to be close to Roy. Because these are great men in the sport of boxing. These are men who have paved the way for this young generation. But unfortunately, see, you can't run that game on Brian Norman Jr. And Brian Norman Jr. ain't playing with these guys. Hitchens was talking that crap, saying he would hurt Brian Norman Jr. to talking to Brian Norman Sr. Brian Norman Jr. said, well, run it then, F Ninja. Run it then. Every time somebody's shining, Floyd pops up. But you know what Floyd is realizing? He's losing his grip. Because the ones who are shining, he no longer has his forks in them. Think about it, family. I want you all to think deep about this. I want you all to name the top five black American fighters in the sport right now. Name the top 5 black American boxers in the sport right now that can put on huge events, man and woman. You know Devin the Haney's one. Devin the Dream Haney is one. I said Devin the Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is one. Right? You know Boots is one. You know Clarissa Shields is one. Any black city she goes to, she's selling out. That's 3 right there. Who the other 2? Who the other 2? That can put on, sell an arena out. Huh? Abdullah and Shakur. Thank you, Patrice X. Come on now, y'all. You know we not lying. Y'all know we not lying. Hold on, family. Hold on, family. Hold on, family. My brother Trey Titan says Mason, Norman, Devin Haney, Amari Jones, boot Shields. I don't believe Amari Jones is selling out an arena yet, but he's a good upcoming fighter. But look at those 5. Let me pin my brother Patrice X. Hold on, fam. Camera number went out. Let me pin my brother Patrice X. My brother Minor Man Samusa said Jake Paul. Let me see. How do I pin you? There it is. Now, out of those names that my brother Patrice X has posted, take a good look now. Can Floyd just show up in the locker room of any of those fighters? And you think Floyd, the Floyd Mayweather, isn't calculating this like I'm calculating this right now? He is losing his grip. See, there was a time where he would say, man, I'm always going to be a part of boxing. Not the way you once were, brother. See, Clarissa allowed him in, but if you all go watch the interview she did after, I don't know if it was before or after in the locker room, but she had cut Floyd off because Floyd was trying to do too much shining, and she had cut him off and said, hold on. Clarissa told him, hold on, I'm trying to speak. Floyd don't like that. See? So Clarissa and Shakur, that's the only time he can pop up the way he pops up now. See? And Floyd is getting older. Ain't too many more exhibitions he can do. His last 2 exhibitions has fallen through. Y'all don't see the play? And Shakur over there getting played like a sucker. Salute my brother Delano. Shakur is over there getting played like a sucker. And you know what's going to be nasty work, Shakur? What's going to be real bad is if 2 things. You don't fight Dev and still get beat and Floyd Mayweather was there, or you fight Dev and get beat and Floyd Mayweather was there. Y'all keep making it worse for yourselves. But Brian, the assassin, Norman Jr., said F that. I don't want to be no buddy with these dudes. I know who I am already. These brothers are looking for daddies. That's why Hitchens is over there pouting right now, talking crap about Floyd and Shakur, and Hitchens was just sitting with all of them 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna tell you something about that brother. That brother right there, I don't agree with Tank about a whole lot, but when Tank said that's a weird ninja right there, that's a weird ninja, man. That's a flip-flopping Negro, and they are dangerous. They are dangerous. Hold on, family. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Nobody calls in. We're gonna close the show shortly. I want to give a shout out to a few people in the Cash App. Hold on. Got to give a shout out to my people that supporting the channel in the big way. Family, we are almost monetized. We are almost monetized. Your fighter, your favorite fighter. You wish your favorite fighter moved like Brian Norman Jr. You wish your favorite fighter called out other fighters how Brian Norman Jr. calls them out. Let's see who we got, fam. Let's see who we got in the Cash App. Want to give a shout out to my good brother, Will Sinclair. Want to give a shout out to my good brother in the chat, Tracy T, in the Cash App saying cook. I want to give a shout out to the Queen Mother, Shaquila Fields, with the big salute. And I want to give a shout out to my brother, Eric Jordan, in the Cash App, paying the cost to be the dog-owned boss. Shout out to my people over there in the PayPal and everybody over there on Rumble. I like that. My good brother said monetize. Let me pen that real quick. Monetize without being compromised. How y'all like that, fam? That's my brother Patrice X right there. He been here from the very beginning. I want to give a shout out to Brian Norman Jr. I'm glad he is in the sport. I'm glad he's about to shake up the welterweight division. I'm glad he's calling these fools out the way he's calling them out. I want to give a shout out to the brothers that the Morehouse Boxing Club. Make sure you all follow that page on Instagram. Make sure you follow Chad Candyman Pitts. Chad Candyman Pitts. Make sure you follow Caleb Hudson. Make sure you follow Manny Seafood. All of these up and coming champions are on the Morehouse Boxing Club Instagram page. All right. My brother Snoopy Mac says Floyd might be trying to get Shakur beat because, you know, Floyd doesn't want nobody to retire with their O. Floyd is over there to help Shakur, to try to help Shakur beat Dev. Floyd ain't slick. Floyd is over there to help Shakur beat Dev because Dev is more of a threat to beating Floyd's legacy and everything than Shakur is. Floyd ain't no damn, listen, no. And Shakur better be careful because Jay Prince don't rock with that man like that. And as soon, y'all mark my words, I said this the other day in a post, as soon as Shakur get on the wrong side of that man, remember what I told you. Remember what I said Jay's plan B is. And that's to build Abdullah Mason up to at any time knock off either one of them if he has to. And I'm talking about Shakur and Keyshawn. Mark my words. The house is falling. Comrades, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate everybody in the Cash App and the PayPal. We are almost monetized. Shout out to the family. Shout out to every comrade who has helped me along the way. And we're going to let one of our good brothers close us out. StreamYard, y'all can turn that background music off. I appreciate you. We're going to let one of our good brothers leave the COINTELPRO boxing fans and the self-hating Negroes with some closing words as we have not done in a long time.
You just want to say, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it's always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. All praise is due to the Most High. We talking boxing talk. We talking boxing talk So pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sometimes like in boxing, life knock you down. Get up on both feet, we never accept defeat. Remove the chains off your mind and take your time. The truth teller's always on the front line. You COINTELPRO boxer fans, you're dead wrong. Spitting division and hate all day long. But I rebuke you spineless devils in the name of Jesus. And y'all know we really don't give a damn about your wicked motives, always trying to split the fam. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sunday afternoon, I need to unwind. I grab a cup of tea and play my sister Sugar Free. Mars, her knowledge, she will set you free. But don't get it twisted, ain't nothing sweet. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. My brother Drew Titan early in the AM, always speaking facts about the code. All the truth tellers, yeah, they real bold. The General 78, yeah, he real cold. Need some boxing history, shout out to Stormy B. Queen Shawala, always on the scene. And gotta give a shout out to our champ side. Getting us real facts, always down to ride. Now through one of these truth tellers, you found me. Now let's talk boxing with Coach B. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Shout out to my brothers Freedom March, Patrice X, who helped me put this whole thing together, and my sister, the great honorable Dr. Cameron Fields, helping us get our minds right. Mind, body, and soul.